MMX still going on right here at the Suite 704 booth. At Suite 704, I got somebody touching all these controls. You wonder, why is this person touching stuff? Quit touching stuff.
I gotta get my level.
You can't. Yes, you can. And when this guy come over, he got all the reign to do whatever he wants to do at the Suite 704 booth. I'm here with Brian Justison. He's the director of the School of Music. Did I say that right?
You did. Director
of the School of Music. Yes, I just knew Brian. So, Brian, thanks for coming in here and sitting down with me today.
Yeah, Benny.
So, MMX, it's the 7th year. How do you feel about this?
I'm thrilled. As the director of the School of Music, I cover a lot of ground. We cover everything from an orchestra to an opera production to a band to a choir, and music industry studies is a big part of that. And this is really the culmination of everything those students have done all year. So the two majors in music industry are music business and commercial music. One focuses obviously more on the business side and the music side, business side of the music industry, and the other more on the kind of creative and technological side of a recording studio. But everybody's in the business, whether you're teaching, if you're an educator, you're still in the business, you're in the industry, and but those are two degrees really we're celebrating today with this conference. Yeah.
So what has been your highlight? We have 7 MMX. What's your favorite part that you look forward to?
I'm a drummer. I'm a performer, so that stage outside is always the thing that has appealed to me, because if people are playing music, that's probably where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I don't mind, since I am a drummer, I also have to load stuff and do work outside of playing. But my passion is really on stage, but there's lots going on here.
With you being the director of the School of Music, are you doing any community outreach? How do you get the students who probably interested in music? How do you get them to actually, come to Millikin and see if they want to pursue something more deeper?
That's right. So the ways that we do that, like any sort of marketing plan, there are lots of different layers to that. Some people come to us just by reputation. Oh yeah, I heard of Millikin. I want to come check it out. My band director came here or went here and told me about this. My choir director, whatever that might be. So we get some word of mouth referrals. We see students on tours, so we do recruitment tours each year. The band tours, the choirs tour, the vocal jazz groups tour, percussion ensembles, everyone basically tours. And then we go to high schools and we play and we meet students. We invite them to come up and perform a number with us, and we try to get our students to let them meet our students and try to recruit that way. I always saw marketing as really just building one relationship at a time, and that's what we're trying to do there. But when you have 60 people in a choir, that's 60 relationships that you have the possibility of making at any one given time. So we use tours a lot. We get invited to play at conferences that someone else designs and produces. MMX is one that we produce, but we're present at the big conferences, performing, presenting. Our faculty, we've got a great faculty, and so there's a lot of different ways that we recruit. In terms of community outreach, when I became director of the school, I taught percussion here for 20-some years, and then became director in 2017. Community outreach was at the top of my list in terms of what I wanted to get done. My grandfather was born just outside of Decatur, and I still have relatives in Decatur. I grew up in Springfield. I ended up going south to do my graduate work.
Where'd you go?
I still feel like I'm connected to this community, so that was a first priority. We started doing shows downtown, playing at the clubs and at the Decatur Club. We found out we have a corporate membership there, so we could get a free room to play, and then we could invite all our friends there. You didn't have to be a member to come to the jazz band concert or come to whatever, so we opened that to the Decatur community, essentially, and lots of other ways. Martin Atkins, obviously, I know you because he met you, and that's what this is all about. If you think about it, we've got Decatur artists on the stage. We've got Decatur artists on the record label. You're here. You've got one of our interns working. That's all sort of part of that original plan. Let's get out and make some friends in the community, because we need each other. And that's
definitely. I mean, with any music project, as you know, since you are a musician, you can't do this all alone. You have to have a strong sense of community in some aspect. and collaborate with people. What do you think is probably the biggest takeaway that you want people who come to MMX or just come to Millikin and get into the programs? What do you want them to take away from the experience?
I think it's the community thing again. You know, this is not just a school of music. It's a school of music within a larger community that is the Decatur community, which is in the larger community that is the Midwest. In a larger community, just keep expanding out from there. But you know, we're here now in this space, but we're all connected to something much larger. And so, you know, that way of coming together and having conversations like we're having now, having presentations, hearing young artists on stage, hearing some of the pros that we have out there performing today, all in the same venue. That's really the magic for this.
Yeah, so Brian, if anybody wants to get in touch with you and get more information about the School of Music at Millikin, how could they do that?
Websites are always the best way to go. I think you just millikin.edu/music, and the YouTube page will show a lot of what we've been doing in terms of student projects, our admission department, or just come knock on my office door, 103.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time out to talk with me. I want to catch a few more performances. I think we got Puff Puff Poseidon, right. And then we have Kareem's band. I can't think of the name. Taxum, and his band is out there.
Candy. I had them come play for my class. Kareem's one of my percussion students from way back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So it's good to see a student of yours progress, such as Kareem. Kareem is a good guy.
He's making it happen in Decatur.
Yeah.
He's a Chicago kid. I still remember his audition.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, sure do.
And coming to Decatur, it's very important, everybody, to play a part in your community, especially if you're creative. Just get out there, network, meet some people, and you just never know what type of magic that can happen. Thank you, Brian, for coming in. I appreciate you, my friend. See you later.
All right.